Yes, yes, yo, my name is Anthony Chow. Welcome to Interworldwide. It's going to be a short little power preview with my boy Christian Rivas, and I've got to give him a big shout out for joining me at all hours. What's good in my bro? Rocking the El Salvador gear.
You know, I got to represent the home team.
That's it, man. That's it. And they're not going too great in those qualifiers, man, but you just want to give the friendly people an update. How'd they go in the qualifiers? Any impressive football?
Tied USA, tied Honduras, fucking lost to Canada.
Oh, that one would have hurt, man.
Canada?
Canada.
You tie the US and Honduras, but you lose to Canada.
Yeah.
I think it's about time we go back to Canada, eh?
My guy, bro, big game in the Champions League, man. So Real Madrid again got this little habit of picking up these big Spanish sides. We said it last year, bro, slightly weaker Madrid side than usual. This time, even weaker now than it was before, especially considering the team news and whatnot. So let's just have a little bit of a look at the squad, and then we'll have a look at their predicted XI, and then I'll send my boy off to a nice sleep. Christian Rivas, obviously they will start Courtois. Their backs are Carvajal, Militao. Alaba comes back for this one. Vallejo, Nacho, and Miguel. Modric, Casemiro, Valverde, Lucas Vazquez, Isco, Camavinga, who scored a goal on the weekend, and Blanco make up the midfield. Hazard, Benzema, Asensio, Jovic, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Mariano are the attackers. That's a lot of attack for one Champions League game. I guess it means they mean business, bro. They want points straight away. A midfield without Toni Kroos is something I enjoy. What are you thinking, bro? What are you saying about this squad?
I mean, it's still Madrid regardless. You know, they still got Vinicius Jr., Karim Benzema. They still got a squad. Hazard hasn't been too bad lately. He's been looking pretty decent. Even though he's not Hazard from Chelsea, he's still a decent player. The back line, you got Alaba back there. You still got players like Nacho on the bench. Like, they're deep. Carvajal for sure is going to start. There's no denying that. I think it's just going to be a pretty good game. I think we'll be fine. Everybody panicked because we tied Sampdoria. I'm more of like, we lost to these guys last year on the same fixture. So I'm taking the draw. That's an improvement.
Yeah. 4-4-2 looking likely. Marcelo at the back, Carvajal on the right, Nacho, Militao, Vinicius Jr. on the left, Casemiro, Valverde, Vazquez, Hazard, and Benzema. Man, it's a game where if they come at us hard, we'll struggle, I think, because we haven't had to face too much of a goal threat up until Sampdoria, which we didn't handle very well over the weekend. I would say the main threats for me is still Benzema. As Christian just said, he's fantastic. He's just becoming that timeless sort of striker that he's just going to keep banging in goals for a long time. Yeah, man, there's a few threats there, but let's just focus on us, bro. So in terms of us, there's no actual official squad that's been put out yet, but that's why my boy's here to talk us through it. Apart from Stefano Sensi dipping out and Bastoni being doubtful, we got a full squad to choose from. I might eat my words saying this because last year he got a red card, but after seeing how slightly toothless our midfield is with Hakan in there, I reckon you put Arturo Vidal into this game, bro, alongside Barella and Brozo, and we stand a much better chance. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so part of me is kind of like, Brozo really didn't show much over the weekend. So it's one of those things where it's like you could do Barella in that position and play a midfield of Hakan and Vidal. Hopefully Hakan shows up. Again, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You don't know which one's going to show up. Hopefully he shows up and does what he does. Sensi, very unfortunate. He's lucky it's just a sprain, which is pretty much another word for a partial tear in his MCL. It looked a lot worse the way he played it. You made it seem like you blew your ACL, especially with the way he lunged in. 1 month, I'll take it. I think this is going to be a time where if I was Inzaghi, I would maybe go Correa, Lautaro. I would maybe experiment a little bit because with them two up front, you're able to have them switch back and forth, keep interchanging, keep the Madrid defense guessing on where they're going to go. Outside wingbacks, Dumfries doesn't look too bad, but Darmian has been very nice, so why would you bench him? You go with him, and again on the left, I'm still going with Perisic. This is a game where you need experience. DeMarco's not there yet. You bring him in as a sub, and you see what he does on the back three. That's kind of where I'm like, I might go D'Ambrosio just for the defensive solidity with De Vrij and Skriniar. That's just me. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but that'd probably be the lineup I'd go with. Barella back there, he's gonna work the lines. He's gonna be breaking up a lot of balls. He's gonna be pushing forward and dropping and coming back. Vidal, you know what you're gonna get with him. He's actually seemed like he's having a resurgence this season compared to last season under Conte. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty optimistic that the boys can at least put in a really good performance. Inzaghi last season in the Champions League, I think, while making to the round of 16 and getting battered, you can't really say anything about coming up against Bayern Munich. They're arguably the toughest team to come up against in the Champions League. Just when it comes to pedigree, like ain't nobody going to Munich and getting a decent result. It's as simple as that. I'm just excited to be back in Champions League football, Christian. In pot one, this is definitely the hardest game in the group. We're at home. 3 points here would really kickstart the campaign, man. So just before we wrap this very, very short preview up, we've spoken about the Madrid game. What are your expectations overall, bro? For the Champions League, that is.
Making it out of the first round.
Yeah.
Expectations are there. Like, you did it with Lazio, which was a lesser squad. People got to understand this team is still learning his tactics. You got to give and take, and what doesn't help is the international break being ridiculous.
It's horrible this time around, bro.
I don't know what FIFA and UEFA and CONCACAF and CONMEBOL are all thinking, where you're just going to pack as many games as possible. 3 games in an international window is ridiculous. A lot of these players on Sunday look drained, absolutely drained. Sampdoria doesn't have that many international call-ups as it is. You can't really compare them to us, where we had one of the teams with the highest log minutes for players out there, It's one of those things where we're going to start seeing more and more injuries. You can only play these guys so much. And the only reason players like Pedri can do this is because he's super young and he's just getting his career started. But some of these older guys, like your Vidals or, like people say, Sensi being made of glass, if he doesn't log in that many minutes with Italy, I don't think he gets hurt. He logged in a lot of minutes with them. Then you bring him back. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have put him on that game just because you knew that he had a little fatigue. I would have rested him for the Madrid game. That would have been me.
Yeah. Fair enough, man. I get you, bro. It's gonna be all right, bro. Like, just with your reaction to the Sampdoria game, are you pretty much just putting it down to getting used to the tactics and the international break being a disaster, bro? Just let's not forget this Sampdoria team this season.
They beat us last year.
Yeah, bro. I've been saying this since before the season started as well. I don't expect them to be easy at all, bro. So, who do you like so far, man? What do you like about Milan so far?
About Milan?
Yeah, about Milan. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions before you leave because it's been a while since we caught up. And anyone who watches this video back at a better time, I just want him to hear a bit more from you.
What I like about Milan, that they don't have Gigi Donnarumma anymore.
Magnon looks pretty good.
He doesn't look bad. But honestly, it's nice to see them with Giroud up there. He's an old striker, but Giroud's one of those. He's consistent. You know what I mean? You know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Spalletti getting 3 points at Juve. Second win in 27 games, bro.
Listen, I'm going to say one thing about the whole Juve situation. Everybody keeps saying Allegri did this before. He had this before. Yeah, but when Allegri did this before, his midfield was Vidal, Marquisio, and Pogba. His midfield is not that right now. So you guys got to understand. I think Juve is going to finish 4th. They're not going to be top 2 right now. Losing Ronaldo was huge. The reason I say that, it wasn't really the player himself. It was more of that mentality he brings.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, my man. Bro, that's where we're going to wrap up this 10-minute match preview. I just wanted to keep it easy. So we're just going to go to a couple of comments, man, just quickly. Damian as left centre back if Bastoni's not fit. Possibly, man. I actually want to see D'Ambrosio in the back three if Bastoni's not fit. Nothing against DiMarco. We all know his best position is going to be a wing back. And when he's there, he's going to kill it. And we already know that. So don't worry about that. 3 points I needed, 100%. What's going on now, Biggie? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's it for us, guys. That's honestly it. It's going to be short, sweet preview. I'll be back after the game. Christian Rivas will be with me, man. All right?
Yeah, for sure. My son just woke up, so I got to go do daddy duties. Later.
Go for it, man. Peace. That's it from Christian. Guys, if there's anything I forgot, my bad. That's it for Christian. If there's anything I forgot, guys, drop it in the comments now and I'll get to it. Other than that, I just needed to get this out of the way after work because I have absolutely no time to get this preview in. As mentioned, this fixture congestion, it's mad, bro. It's mad. I don't know how any of these athletes are going to contain this sort of physicality throughout the season. It would not surprise me to see some athletes speak out about this. It's too hard. It's too heavy. It's just too much for these players. Anyway, like, subscribe, share the video. Short preview. The only reason I went live is so I didn't have to do any editing because I'm lazy. Anyway, check in. Ciao.